So we've talked about pin memory already previously, and basically when we did the CUDA host alloc call, there was a third parameter that we simply provided the default value for. And now is a good time to discuss what other values could be provided here, because there's actually several different parameters that this flags can be set to. So the first parameter is CUDA host alloc mapped, and this essentially allows you to map memory that's allocated on the host directly into GPU address space. And this is super useful because it lets you access host memory directly from the GPU. That's why they also call it zero copy memory. And the great thing about it is that, well, it's zero copy, so you don't have to do all of that never-ending CUDA memcpy to and from. You can simply allocate it on the CPU and then use this function CUDA host get device pointer to get a device address, so the address of that memory mapped into GPU space, and then you can just use it on the GPU and then read it on the CPU just like that. So sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? Alright, so the next type of flag that you can set is host alloc portable, and this solves a particular problem with the fact that ordinary pinned memory is visible only to one host thread, which means that if you try to queue up async operations on the other threads, then everything will go wrong. Things will just go bad. And that's why we need portable pin memory, which is allowed to migrate between host threads. And if, in case you're wondering why we're talking about multi-threading, well, this is all to do with our next bit, which is on multi-GPU programming. Well, we'll get to that in a second. The last thing I want to mention is write combined memory. So this is a kind of memory transfer that can be faster on certain devices, sort of speed up memory on the PCI bus, but the problem is it cannot be read efficiently by most CPUs. So this is useful for something that is kind of going in one direction, in the sense that you allocate something on the CPU and then you send it off to the GPU. In that case, it can bring a bit of a speed up. And the thing about all these flags is you can use any combination of them when allocating memory.